What's the good word, Phil Muffs? Straight Shooter here. Nice to see you again, and happy Halloween. It's October 31st when I'm shooting this anyway. I don't know if the videos will come out today. It's been a strange year so far with the pandemic and a lot of other things going on. Rest in peace to Sean Connery, who I found out passed away this morning. Any film buff knows that he was a big influence in cinema and a lot of the roles that he played, whether it be James Bond or Indiana Jones's father or countless other movies. So I've got 3 reviews for you today. First one is a Red Band review. It will have spoilers, as always. Today I'm at Team Sound Studios again, as always. And my first review will be of the movie The Hunt. I didn't know much about this movie going in. It was kind of a Redbox thing, looking and seeing what might be interesting, and this was a movie that I hadn't heard of. Figured it might be entertaining. I mean, let's face it, it's slim pickings as far as seeing movies nowadays. The movie stars, I don't know much about the stars in the movie except Hilary Swank is in it, Justin Hartley is in it, and I don't even know who the lead actor is. Her name is Betty Gilpin. She plays Crystal. Justin Hartley is more of like a cameo. He plays like a trucker type dude. And Hilary Swank is the main antagonist of the movie. Her character's name is Athena. And the rest of the actors are pretty much unknown, or if they have been in other stuff, it hasn't been like main roles, or they've been smaller projects or whatever have you. The movie is kind of a hybrid. It's a horror movie. It's pretty gory and stuff, but it's also kind of a satire, reflective upon our society and how you have the conservatives and liberals. It's not very subtle. Basically, this group of conservatives captures and hunts down liberals. And the opening scene is a bunch of liberals banded together, trying to get out of a situation where there's these people hunting them, and most, if not all of them, don't survive. And then we meet the main character, Betty Gilpin's character, which is Crystal, and she's the one out of the liberals that can actually kick some ass because she's a former military. She kills all the other conservatives that are chasing her, and all the other liberals are dead because of the people that were hunting them. So at the end, you just have main character Crystal and Athena, played by Hilary Swank, and they faced each other, and there's a big fight at the end, and Crystal wins because she's the main protagonist of the movie. The plot is very basic. The movie itself was okay. You know, I thought the satire was a bit on the nose, and yes, you know, it is reflective upon what's going on today in our country. You know, you have radical groups on both sides, and the movie shows like what could happen if it ever gets to a point where they just can't put up with each other anymore. But it's the kind of thing that's unrealistic. Like, it wouldn't really happen. It's just kind of a thing like, what if? It was more for entertainment, you know. It's not meant to be like something that you should think about and say, oh, fuck, wonder if that happens, you know, because it wouldn't happen. It won't happen. It's just one of those things that they decided to make a horror movie based on a concept that is kind of real. And some horror movies do that really well, like the first Purge movie. And I don't mean the latest one called The First Purge, but I mean, you know, the first movie that came out called The Purge. I mean, what if society broke down and they said, you know what, fuck it. let's let everybody run loose for a night, and that'll satisfy criminal element, and those that are strong and sheltered and protected will survive. The ones in the middle class and can't really do shit, they're fucked, And, I'm not saying that that's going to happen or that would happen. I'm just saying, like, I could see the path. I couldn't really see the path for the hunt. Because it's never going to be legal to just unilaterally just hunt humans like they're wild game. It felt like a very much, not even B movie, but maybe a C movie or even D movie. The production value was kind of shit. A lot of the actors, and maybe it's because this is like one of the few movies they got to star in, but they're just not convincing me, really carrying their performances well. And most of them get killed off anyway, so a lot of them get like a couple lines or a few lines or whatever, and then they're dead. And even the main character, I didn't really get invested in her. Like, I felt like Hilary Swank, she was the main villain of the movie. And with her, her performance was more believable to me than anyone else in the movie. But, she's an Oscar winner. I mean, a lot of people love Hilary Swank. I love Hilary Swank. She's one of those actors that, you see in a movie and she's believable. She carries her performance well, and she brings the emotion to the table. And she hasn't really been a villain before, but she played it really well. And you can see, her motivation. You can see that she put her all into it. I can't say that about any of the other actors in the movie. But in any case, I mean, I don't know that I would recommend the movie unless, like, you're looking for something. If you're sitting home and there's nothing, you've seen all the movies you have, there's nothing on Netflix, there's nothing on Amazon Prime, you've watched everything, you've been home all the time because of the pandemic, and you're like, let me see what's on that I can put late at night just to, keep myself occupied. Maybe put this on. But don't expect it to be blown away. Don't expect to be like, I'm really glad I watched that movie. That was awesome. It's, to me, it's background noise. Yeah, I didn't enjoy it very much. I'm going to give the movie a D. But, I can see where they were going. They just didn't execute it well. That's how I see it. That's one. Got two more for you. Stay tuned.
Bad gas, getting me down. Bad gas, I can't get on time. Bad gas, causing me fits. Bad gas, I think we're on it. Bad gas, oh yeah. Bad gas, oh no.